Okay, let's be real. Moving is a huge deal, but it really doesn't have to be this giant, overwhelming thing. Today, we're going to build a simple, actionable guide for anyone looking to move to North Carolina's amazing research triangle. So, you've decided to move to the Raleigh, Durham, or Chapel Hill area. That's awesome. It's an incredible place. But I bet right now your world feels like this weird mix of total excitement and a whole lot of questions about where to even begin. Well, you've come to the right place. We've basically taken all the best checklists and local tips and boiled them down into a simple, step-by-step game plan for you. The goal here is to clear away the clutter so you can actually focus on the adventure ahead. All right, first things first. Phase 1, the master plan. This is all that super important stuff you do before you even think about taping up a single box. And trust me, getting this right is what makes the difference between a smooth move and a complete nightmare.
So the secret sauce here? Start early. Like right now. First, whip up a moving timeline. Give yourself weekly goals so you don't fall behind. Next, get serious about your budget, and I mean everything. And finally, and this one's a game changer, start decluttering. Seriously, every single thing you get rid of now is one less thing to pack, move, and pay to ship later.
Okay, let's dig a little deeper into that budget. Because, one of the trickiest parts of moving is all those little costs that pop out of nowhere, right? The extra tape, the pizza for your friends. So how on earth do you prepare for what you can't predict?
Here's the single most important piece of advice for your budget. Once you have your grand total, tack on an extra 10 to 15%. This isn't just a nice to have, it's your financial safety net. It's what lets you breathe easy when those little surprises pop up.
All right, on to phase 2, assembling your moving team. You've got your master plan, now it's time to figure out who's actually going to help you get your stuff from point A to point B. And you're in luck, because the Triangle area has some seriously top-rated movers. You've got folks like Miracle Movers, who are known for doing the whole shebang, packing and everything. There's Little Guys Movers, who people rave about for being super friendly and careful. And then you have specialists like Carolina Moving and Storage, perfect if you need to store some things or have delicate items that need that extra white glove treatment. But look, just having a list of names isn't going to cut it. To dodge scams, avoid those nasty hidden fees, and just not have a terrible experience, you have got to ask the right questions before you sign anything. This is how you really check them out. Oh, and a little local tip, this area is full of universities. So if you're moving around May or August, book your movers way in advance because it gets crazy.
And these 4 questions, they are your absolute best defense. Are you licensed and insured? That's just non-negotiable. It proved they're legit. Can you give me a binding quote? You want that, not an estimate, so your price is locked in. Will you be subcontracting this move? Super important, because you want to know exactly who's handling your stuff. And finally, what's your cancellation policy, just in case life happens?
Okay, so we've covered the logistics, but now let's talk about maybe the most important part of this whole thing, you. Moving is so much more than just boxes and trucks, right? It's a huge life event, and we gotta talk about the human side of it all. Yeah, the emotional roller coaster of moving is a lot. It's exciting for sure, but man, it can also feel kind of lonely and just weird. The best thing you can do for yourself is to just accept that. It is totally normal to feel a little out of place at first. Give yourself some grace and time to adjust. Okay, here's a super practical tip that will save your sanity. I'm talking about the go bag. While everything you own is trapped in a sea of cardboard, you need one bag that stays right there with you. Not on the truck. This thing is your lifeline for those first chaotic 24 hours. So think of this as your personal command center. This is where you put all the stuff you absolutely positively cannot lose. I'm talking about your IDs, your new lease papers, birth certificates, all in a waterproof pouch, your prescription meds, a first aid kit, and of course, keys and some emergency cash.
And then there's the other step for your go bag, which is all about making that first day and night in an empty house feel, well, human. We're talking phone chargers and a power bank, because you'll need your phone. Basic toiletries, a change of clothes. Trust me, you'll feel so much better. And don't forget snacks and water to keep you going. Oh, and if you've got a furry friend, their food and leash go in here too.
And you made it. See? All that planning, all that packing. It all pays off right here. This is the moment you get to stop thinking about the move and start getting excited about living here. Welcome to the Triangle. Let's get you set up. Okay, first order of business, utilities. You want to get all this stuff arranged before you arrive so you can just walk in and flip on the lights.
For your electricity and gas, you've got your main providers, and for water and trash, it's super easy. Just hop on the website for whatever city you're in, whether that's Raleigh, Durham, or Chapel Hill.
Next up, let's tackle all that official stuff. And here's a super helpful North Carolina pro tip for you. You get your driver's license at a DMV office, but you register your car at a totally separate license plate agency. Knowing that will save you a headache. After that's done, you can start looking into the area's amazing healthcare systems like Duke Health or UNC Health and get that all squared away.
And once the last box is unpacked and the paperwork is done, now the real fun begins. It's time to get out there and actually explore your new community.
And honestly, is there any better way to get to know a place than through its food? You can dive right in with some of North Carolina's most iconic dishes. Get ready to pick a side in the great barbecue debate, Lexington style versus Eastern style. You've got to try sonker, which is this amazing local deep dish cobbler. And of course, there's all the incredible Calabash-style seafood and shrimp burgers.
Look, this guide is really just a starting point, right? We hope it helps take some of that stress off your shoulders and giving you a clear path forward. The Research Triangle is an amazing place, and it's waiting for you. So the only real question left is, what are you going to discover first?